You are now watching The Meech.
After over a decade, we are finally getting a new 2D Mario game. Super Mario Bros. Wonder was revealed in the June 2023 Nintendo Direct, and to say the least, it seems to be a true evolution of 2D Mario. After years of stagnant and lifeless new Super Mario Bros. Sequels, it's quite amazing to see a new 2D game made from the ground up, complete with a new art style, many playable characters, and a ton of surreal new mechanics. Honestly, I haven't been this excited for a game since Super Mario Odyssey back in 2017. It really seems like what Odyssey was for 3D Mario, but this time for 2D Mario. The trailer for Super Mario Bros. Wonder was only about 2 minutes and 40 seconds, and it did a great job showcasing the main new mechanics, the playable characters, and the new art style. But after rewatching the trailer more times than I can count, as well as thoroughly analyzing it, including artwork for the game, there's a lot you might not know about Super Mario Bros. Wonder, but wonder no more and break out the Wonder Flower as we dive into the wacky world of Super Mario Bros. Wonder. There was something that set 2D Mario apart from other modern 2D platformers like Rayman Legends and Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, and that's just how outdated they felt in comparison, including a lot of archaic elements. Take a look at New Super Mario Bros. U. The game includes an unnecessary timer for all the levels. No other modern 2D platformers have a timer, unless they're designed around speedrunning like New Super Luigi U, funnily enough. And in Mario U, it's not even a challenge, it's just a burden. And if you ever felt useless, Mario U also has a score count. The good news is that Super Mario Bros. Wonder completely ditched the score count, and way more notably, the timer, meaning that you can explore these weird wacky worlds as long as you'd like. Some sections in the level do have a timer, but they're designed with it in mind. Think of it how like there are some sections in Mario games that have a P-switch, which is time for the challenge of obtaining star coins or getting some extra coins. Ditching the timer is already a major improvement, but the marquee difference between New Super Mario Bros. U and Super Mario Bros. Wonder is the level design. New Super Mario Bros. U has levels that feel automated, almost like they were made by a robot designed to make Mario levels, and compared to games like Rayman Legends and Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, you can really tell that they were made on a grid, and really aren't that interestingly designed. Whereas Super Mario Bros. Wonder, on the other hand, has level design unlike anything seen before in the Mario series. Level design looks organic and immersive. Each level is handcrafted and made with care, and the idea of a new mechanic is present in all the levels we've seen. That's the main problem 2D Mario had. It didn't adapt. Outside of graphics and music, there's nothing New Super Mario Bros. U does that couldn't have been done on the Super Nintendo. But I'm happy to say that Super Mario Bros. Wonder is blooming up to be the full evolution of 2D Mario we've been waiting for. Removing archaic elements, having organic level design, and a ton of mechanics that take advantage of modern systems' capabilities that couldn't have been done before, is exactly what I wanted to see from a new 2D Mario. Most of Super Mario Bros. Wonder is completely new, things we've never seen before, but there is a pretty cool reference to an obscure part of Mario history, going back to the cancelled Virtual Boy Mario Land. This is a game I always wanted to see elements incorporated from into a brand new game, and what's cool about Super Mario Bros. Wonder is Virtual Boy Mario Land is finally influencing a game by allowing travel between the foreground and the background. We can see a scene where Peach is in the foreground while the other characters are in the background, as well as many levels having question blocks in the back. This was also a feature in Virtual Boy Wario Land, and Tricky Nick made a hilarious short saying they copied it from that game. But honestly, this game is shaping up to be everything I've ever wanted from 2D Mario. Unlike most 2D Mario games, Mario and friends will not be exploring the Mushroom Kingdom. Rather, they are exploring an entirely different kingdom called the Flower Kingdom. The floral theme of the game makes that abundantly clear, and it's always a win when Mario games have new locations, but after analyzing the trailer, there is a slight possibility the Flower Kingdom might not be the only kingdom you're exploring. Super Mario Odyssey's locations were also called kingdoms, The first kingdom is the Cap Kingdom, but there were many other kingdoms, such as the Sand Kingdom, Metro Kingdom, and the colorful Luncheon Kingdom. But the reason why I'm convinced we'll be exploring more than one kingdom isn't solely based on the kingdom moniker, it's what you'll be collecting in addition to coins. Super Mario Bros. Wonder has distinct flower-shaped purple coins that you'll be collecting, usually collected in one number, but decimals in the Wonder Effects sections. The way purple coins worked in Odyssey is as regional currency. The hat-shaped purple coins you'd find in the Cap Kingdom can only be used in the Cap Kingdom, just like how the triangular purple coins can only be used in the Sand Kingdom. And considering the similarities of the Flower Kingdom and floral-shaped currency, it might not be the sole kingdom in the game. You can also see Mario and friends grab onto flowers to likely reach a new destination, which could either be part of the Flower Kingdom or another kingdom entirely. But the kingdom moniker isn't the only similarity to Super Mario Odyssey, as well as the purple coins. With the aid of Cappy, Mario can capture enemies and use their abilities. The enemies also don Mario's signature hat, as well as mustache and eyes, and Super Mario Bros. Wonder does include something similar to captures. You can see in the trailer Mario can take on many different transformations. He can become Long Mario, and get tall on the fly like an accordion. And then there's a section where he becomes a spiky bowling ball. Could this mean Cappy or a similar companion is in the game? Well, there already is a companion of sorts, being a Wiggler Prince that hangs around Mario and friends, but it's unlikely his ability will be capturing enemies. These forms Mario has taken on aren't power-ups or captures, they're effects of the brand new Wonder Flower. This new flower is capable of altering the level, such as having pipes squirm around, and having a herd of sheep-like enemies charge for Mario and friends to ride on. But not only can the Wonder Flower change the level entirely, but also the form of Mario and friends, moving pipes and changing into a long Goomba. Now I can see why they chose a Wonder Flower instead of a Wonder Mushroom. Because, you know, if you take the latter, you go to hell before you die. You can see a glow in the four corners of the screen when the Wonder Flower is activated, and this proves that some of the new transformations will be Wonder effects. This likely means that they'll be different than power-ups and will only be limited to the level or a segment of a level they appear in. You can actually see Fire Mario and Bowser Jr. duke it out, where Mario still has a power-up, but is transformed by the Wonder effects, so it's likely these forms will only be temporary and cannot be taken out of levels, unlike the power-ups. But unlike Super Mario Odyssey, Super Mario Bros. Wonder is confirmed to have power-ups as well. Super Mario Bros. Wonder already has proved it's willing to evolve 2D Mario, but it doesn't ditch what made 2D Mario great to begin with. The core gameplay is familiar. You can still run, jump, stomp on Koopas, kick Koopas, and power up. One of the highlights and most exciting aspects of 2D Mario games are the power-ups. Who doesn't love the Tanuki suit and the Fire Flower? So far, not many power-ups have been confirmed for Super Mario Bros. Wonder, but it's likely they'll retain their function of extending Mario and friends' abilities. Super Mushrooms give you an extra hit and additional strength. The Fire Flower grants the ability to throw fireballs, and you can use their abilities until you get hit. There are indicators in the trailer to showcase that these power-ups are not just temporary, and can be used in any level. You can see that there's an item in reserve section near Mario's live counter, which has been in most of the 2D Mario games, and it's very likely having the ability to store one in reserve will return in Super Mario Bros. Wonder. The only power-ups that we know of that will be in Wonder are the Super Mushroom, the Fire Flower, and the brand new Elephant Fruit, which turns Mario into an elephant. Usually, a power-up like this would only give Mario a suit based on said creature, be it a tanuki, penguin, or even a cat. But this time around, it's quite the opposite, turning Mario into an actual elephant. Personally, even as a kid, I found the penguin suit to be goofy looking, and find the design of Elephant Mario to be way cooler and memorable. But what are his abilities? He can swing his trunk to send enemies flying into the air. We saw that, but it's unknown what else Elephant Mario can do. We can see that he's near a fountain with elephants on it, so there's likely some interactivity between them. Also, it is possible that when Elephant Mario jumps, he creates a shockwave similar to Yellow Yoshi in Super Mario World. It's likely Super Mario Bros. Wonder has more power-ups we haven't seen in action, and there are some ones I'd love to see. Things like the Ice Flower, Tanuki suit, and the underrated Hammer suit are just some of the ones I want to see again. But honestly, I'd love to see even more weird wacky power-ups like Elephant Mario. Perhaps we could see Mouse Mario? How funny would that be? Not only is Mario playable, but many other characters as well. Luigi, Princess Peach, Yellow Toad, Yoshi, and for the first time Daisy appear as playable characters. Or is it really the first time? Despite none of the fans considering it mainline, Nintendo considers Super Mario Run to be a mainline Mario game, and what's interesting is that all the characters present in Wonder were playable in Super Mario Run, albeit Toad using his standard colors and Yoshi having some additional color options in Run. In that game, they all had different abilities as well, with Mario being all around, Luigi having a high jump, Peach being able to float, Toad being the fastest, Yoshi having the flutter jump and ability to walk on spikes, and Daisy having a double jump. Based on the trailer for Wonder, it appears most of the characters will play identically except for Yoshi, who has a flutter jump. I will say, it would be a bit odd if Super Mario Bros. Wonder does not have different abilities for characters, but considering how animated the game is, perhaps they have yet to add in the animations that correspond with the characters' abilities. When New Super Luigi U was revealed at the beginning of 2013, Luigi didn't even have his signature jump until more information was revealed in a later Nintendo Direct. Not sure if it's likely, but it's happened before. However, there is another playable character the box art confirms that wasn't shown. Blue Toad will return as a playable character. After all, you can't have a la Gold without Buckenberry. There is a Goomba wearing a blue Toad hat in the artwork, which is likely Blue Toad under a Wonder effect, or perhaps a Goomba power-up, though it's likely the former. We have yet to see him in action, but it's likely Toad will have a variety of color options just like Yoshi. The cast of playable characters is the largest it's ever been in a console 2D Mario game. But the question is, if Peach is playable, who is the villain, and what is their motivation? As with every Mario game, Bowser is set to likely be the main villain of the game. While he hasn't directly been seen, he has an emblem on the flagpoles and a brand new airship. And while Bowser has yet to be seen, Bowser Jr. was showcased in a boss fight, albeit a very different form, almost resembling Dark Bowser. But although Bowser himself wasn't showcased, it's very likely Bowser will have a new design and perhaps the story of the game won't be the tried and true Bowser Bad, Rescue Sprixies, or other characters of a similar nature. In the background of the level with the 4 Yoshis, you can actually see Bowser's castle in the background with the new design, which is also reflected with the new airship design. But there is a scene at the end of the trailer that might showcase what Bowser's motivation is, as well as what his design could be. After jumping on the end flagpole, you can see what appears to be a castle transforming into a flower house, but after rewatching the trailer, something seemed rather odd, and that's the fact that what's being transformed cannot be seen and is off camera, but after slowing it down and rewatching it again, it appears the castles will look like Bowser's face, giving me an idea what the story of the game can be. Bowser realizes that he can't rule the Mushroom Kingdom and can't capture Peach, so what he decides to do is travel to a neighboring kingdom called the Flower Kingdom, and actually succeeded at taking it over. He could have done so by using the effects of the Wonder Flowers, hence the green and purple gas surrounding his airship. It's then up to Mario and friends along with the Flower Kingdom Prince to stop him. It's a pretty basic story and I hope there's more to it, but based on what we've seen, that's my prediction. Or it could go in an entirely different direction, where you actually have to save Bowser and Bowser Jr. after they're put under an external force's control, similar to how Bowser and Bowser's Fury was under the effects of the icky paint-like goop, and the goal of that game was to revert Bowser back to normal. We'll have to wait and see what the story ends up being, but whatever it ends up being, I'm fairly certain about one thing. Bowser will take on a new design. Looking at Bowser Jr. for reference, as well as the castle, I did a drawing showcasing what Wonder Bowser could look like. You can see he sorta resembles Dark Bowser, and has a sorta Zucchetto he's wearing, and when we finally see what Bowser looks like in the next trailer, I guarantee you, Pope Bowser will become a meme. So there you have it. Here is everything we know about Super Mario Bros. Wonder. It's going to be a long 4 months, But the good news is that we have Pikmin 4 coming up very soon, as well as the trilogy available on the Nintendo Switch. So while you wait for Super Mario Bros. Wonder, play some Pikmin to get your flower fix, just like I've been. So what do you guys think? Is there anything you've noticed in the Super Mario Bros. Wonder trailer? And if so, I'd love to know. Anyways, thanks for watching, and keep calm and da-da on.